Good morning all. We are continuing the concept of motherboard. In the last session, we have discussed about definition of computer and some related terms and definitions in the study of computer system. These are hardware, software, data and user. And also discussed about basic units of computer system with the block diagram. These are the basic units: input unit, central processing unit, that is CPU, storage unit and input unit. And in the previous session we have learned about the definition of motherboard. This is the important concept. Let's see what is motherboard. I repeat, motherboard is a main circuit board, that is PCB, printed circuit board, inside a computer having many chips, ports, controllers and other electronic components mounted on it. And characteristics of motherboard already studied in last class. These are the characteristics: form factor, chipset and processor socket. Next one, types of motherboard. There are 4 main types of motherboard. These are XT motherboard, AT motherboard, baby AT motherboard and ATX motherboard. I hope you all understood these points. So students, now in this session let us discuss about next concept, that is the structure of motherboard. Structure of motherboard. The different components inside the processor can be seen in this figure. See, in this picture we can see 2 things there bolded. 2 things there bolded: north bridge and then south bridge. You know, whole motherboard cannot perform each and everything, so they made it 2 groups. They called it as north bridge and south bridge. The north bridge is like a hub for memory controlling purpose, and the south bridge is responsible only for input output controller. And the north bridge is mainly dealing with the high speed components like CPU, RAM and video card, graphics card, chipsets. These are handled by north bridge. These are used to manage data communications between the CPU and motherboard. See, the primary function of the processor is to execute the instructions given to it and produce the results. North bridge and south bridge are 2 chips in core logic chipset on a PC motherboard. And the north bridge, or it is called as host bridge, is used to manage data communications between the CPU and motherboard. See, north bridge or north chipset is responsible for control of high speed components like CPU, RAM and video card. And the second bridge, south bridge. This chipset is similar as north chipset, but the south bridge driver chipset components are slower as sound card, net card, hard disk, CD-ROM drive, USB port and SIO. SIO means short for super input and output. It is an integrated circuit on a computer motherboard that handles the slower and less prominent input-output devices, etc. See here, south bridge will handle like IDE, SATA, SATA, USB. These all things handled by the south bridge. Next, let's see the important concept, the components of a motherboard. Components of motherboard. See, This is a sample picture of motherboard. It is a ATX type of a motherboard. Sample picture see. We'll see what and all components are there. We'll see one by one. This topic is important for 3 marks. The motherboard components are processor, that is CPU, BIOS, basic input output system. Third component is CMOS, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Fourth component slots. Next one disk controller, input output ports and interfaces. Last component is bus. Let's see one by one in detail. First one, consider processor, that is CPU. The processor or CPU is the main component on the motherboard and it is called the brain of the computer. It is the main part of a computer system, like the heart of human being. Most computers are identified by the type of CPU that is present inside them. The function of the CPU is to interpret the instructions in the program and execute them one by one. The main function of the CPU is to interpret the instructions in the program and execute them one by one. And CPU consists of ALU, CU and registers. Already studied in previous session. ALU performs arithmetic and logical operations and controls the speed of these operations. Arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and logical operations like and, or, not. And it is CU, control unit, is responsible for organizing the processing of data and instructions. Register is a temporary storage area for holding data and instructions. So registers, these are small high-speed storage units within the CPU. Students, this one already studied in previous session. Registers are small high-speed storage units within the CPU. So these are directly accessed and manipulated by the CPU during the instruction execution. Next see about clock speed of a CPU. It is a measure of processor's operating speed, currently measured in megahertz and gigahertz. So the computer's operating speed is linked to the speed of the system clock. A CPU's performance is measured by the number of instructions executed per second, that is MIPS and BIPS. For example given, a processor with 1000 megahertz, and the processing speed can process 1000 millions of instructions per second. And next term, microprocessor. It is nothing but it is an electronic component. It is a single integrated circuit, that is IC. Single integrated circuit chip. This small chip contains the entire computation engine. The CPU is a single integrated circuit chip is known as a microprocessor, and a microprocessor is plugged inside the motherboard of the computer. Okay. In Windows operating system, you can see the processor name and clock frequency by selecting the system properties dialog box. For examples, processors, Intel processor, AMD processor, Celeron processor. See, this is a processor socket. processor socket. Next component, that is BIOS. Note down abbreviation: basic input output system. Basic input output system. It is a small chip on the motherboard that holds a set of instructions to load the hardware settings required, like keyboard, monitors, or disk drives. Okay, it is a small chip on the motherboard that holds a set of instructions to load the hardware settings required, like keyboard, monitors, or disk drives. And it controls various devices that make up the computer. It is used to make sure all the things plugged into the computer can work properly. So the BIOS runs when the computer is switched on. So the BIOS runs when the computer is switched on. Next, post power on self test. It checks if the hardware devices are present and functioning properly. Post it checks if the hardware devices are present and functioning properly. BIOS include the bootstrap loader to load the operating system into memory. See, this is BIOS. This is BIOS. BIOS is nothing but it is a small chip on the motherboard that holds a set of instructions to load the hardware settings required to activate various devices like keyboards, monitors, or disk drives. Okay, it performs a power on self test. It is used to check if the hardware devices are present and functioning properly. Next, say third component, that is CMOS, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Complementary metal oxide semiconductor. It is a type of memory chip used to store date, time, and system setup parameters. It is a type of memory chip used to store what? Date, time, and system setup parameters. These parameters are loaded every time the computer is started. These parameters such as date, time, and system setup parameters are loaded every time the computer is started. That is why we observe when the computer is turned on, the system still displays the correct clock time because of these parameters. These parameters are loaded every time the computer is started. And BIOS and CMOS are kept powered by a small lithium-ion battery located on motherboard. These are kept powered by a small lithium-ion battery located on motherboard. See, small lithium battery. Small lithium battery located on motherboard. CMOS is nothing but it is a type of memory chip used to store date, time, and system setup parameters. These parameters are loaded every time the computer is started. Next, fourth component, slots. Next, fourth component, that is slots. A slot is an opening space in a computer where we can insert a printed circuit board. A slot, it is an opening space in a computer where we can insert a printed circuit board. Okay. These slots are always called expansion slots because they allow you to expand the capabilities of a computer. These slots are called as expansion slots because they allow you to expand the capabilities of a computer. So, slot is a connector used to expand the capabilities of a computer. This is nothing but what? Slot. There are different types in the slots. See, there are several types of slots. Expansion slots, ISA slots. ISA is nothing but industry standard architecture. PCI slots, peripheral component interconnect. AGP, accelerated graphic port. And RAM slot, processor slot, PCI Express slot, PC card. These are the some of the types of slots. Let's see one by one. First one, expansion slots. First one, expansion slots. These slots are located on the motherboard and the expansion cards are inserted in the expansion slots itself. These slots are located on the motherboard and the expansion cards are inserted in the expansion slots. And these cards are used to increase what? The performance of the systems. The use of expansion slots. These cards are used here to increase the performance of the system. Next, second slot. Second slot, that is ISA slot. ISA means Industry Standard Architecture. Full form of ISA, no doubt, Industry Standard Architecture. This slot is used to connect modem and input devices. So this slot is used to connect what? Modem and input devices. See this picture where ISA slot located. Third one, PCI slot. Third one, PCI slot. Peripheral component interconnect. Peripheral component interconnect. These slots are used to connect graphics accelerator cards, sound card, internal modems or SCSI cards. These slots are used to connect what? Graphics accelerators cards, sound card, internal modem or SCSI cards. Here SCSI means it is a small computer system interface. It is a small computer system interface. And they are much faster than ISA cards. They are much faster than ISA cards. This is nothing but what? PCI slot. See the picture. PCI slots. Next, fourth slot is AGP slot. AGP is nothing but accelerated graphic port. Accelerated graphic port. Accelerated graphic port. This slot is an advanced port designed for video cards and 3D accelerated. Okay. It is an advanced port designed for video cards and 3D accelerators. AGP slot provides faster access to a graphics accelerated card so that graphics application can run faster. It provides faster access to a graphics accelerator card so that graphics applications can run faster. Fifth one, RAM slot. Fifth one, RAM slot. RAM slot is used to install memory to store programs and data currently being used by CPU. This slot is used to install what? Memory to store programs and data currently being used by central processing unit. And RAM is measured in units called bytes. Okay, measured in units called bytes. There are two types. There are two types in RAM slot. See, they are SIMM, that is single inline memory module. SIMM, that is single inline memory module slot. Second slot, second type of slot, DIMM, that is dual inline memory module slot. SIMM and DIMM. There are two types of RAM slots, single inline memory module slot and dual inline memory module slot. The original Pentium systems typically have either 72-pin SIM slots or two 168-pin DIMM slots to install memory. Okay. This is about what? RAM slot. RAM slot. I hope you all understood these points. Students, next see. Processor slot. Next, processor slot. It is used to insert the processor chip, which is the largest chip on the motherboard. Processor slot is used to insert what? The processor chip, which is the largest chip on the motherboard. This is a processor slot picture, which is the largest chip on the motherboard. Seventh one, PCI Express slots. PCI Express slots. It has faster bus architecture than AGP and PCI buses. It has faster bus architecture than AGP and PCI buses. Last one, PC card. PC card, it is used in laptop computers. It is mainly used in laptop computers. It includes what? Wi-Fi card, network card and external modem. PC card is used in laptop computers and it includes what? Wi-Fi card, network card and external modem. These are about slots. Students, I repeat, there are several types of slots. Expansion slots, ISA slot, PCI slot, AGP slot, RAM slot and processor slot and PCI express slot and PC card. Next, let's see fifth component, disk controllers. Next, see the fifth component, that is disk controllers. Disk controller is the circuit that enables the CPU to communicate with the hard disk, floppy disk or other kind of disk drive. Okay. It is the circuit that enables the CPU to communicate with the hard disk, floppy disk or other kind of disk drive. Disk controller, it is a device that connects a disk drive to the computer's bus to enable the CPU to communicate with the hard disk, floppy disk or other kind of disk drive. Modern disk controllers are integrated into the disk drive. Modern disk controllers are integrated into the disk drive. Some types of disk controllers. First one, say hard disk controller, that is HDC. Hard disk controller. It enables the computer to read and write information to the hard disk drive. It enables the computer to read and write information to the hard disk drive. This connector is used to insert an integrated digital electronics, that is IDE. Integrated digital electronics, that is IDE, and this device is attached to the motherboard by 40 wire ribbon cable. Okay, this device is attached to the motherboard by 40 wire ribbon cable, and IDE cables connect devices such as hard drives, CD drives and DVD drives. This is about what? Hard disk controller. Mainly it is used to enables the computer to read and write information to the hard disk drive, and this device is attached to the motherboard by 40 wire ribbon cable. Okay, and this connector is used to insert an IDE, that is integrated digital electronics. Next disk controller, that is floppy disk controller. Floppy disk controller, that is FDC. It is the interface that directs and controls reading from and writing to computer floppy disk drive. FDC is the interface that directs and controls reading from and writing to computer floppy disk drive, that is FDD. And FDC usually performs what? Data transmission in direct memory access mode, that is DMA. Okay, this disk controller usually performs data transmission in DMA mode, that is direct memory access mode. And a single floppy disk controller board supports a 33 wire ribbon cable. Okay, a single floppy disk controller board supports a 33 wire ribbon cable. But there in HDD, the device is attached to the motherboard by 40 wire ribbon cable. Okay. Dear students, let us discuss the remaining topics in the next session. Please note down some question and answers. 1 mark questions. Expand PCI. Expand PCI. PCI stands for Peripheral Components Interconnect. Next question. Expand BIOS. BIOS stands for Basic Input Output System. Third question. Expand CMOS. Third question. CMOS. CMOS. It stands for Complementary Metal Oxide Semiconductor. Complementary Metal Oxide Semiconductor. 2 marks questions. Mention the components of motherboard. Mention the components of motherboard: processor, BIOS, CMOS, slots, disk controllers, input-output ports and interfaces, bus, etc. Second question. What is the purpose of expansion slot? These slots are located on the motherboard and these cards are used to increase the performance of the system. Third question. What is the purpose of AGO slot? What is the purpose of AGP slot? AGP, that is Accelerated Graphic Port. AGP, that is Accelerated Graphic Port, provide faster access to a graphics accelerated card so that graphics applications can run faster. I repeat, what is the purpose of AGP slot? AGP, that is Accelerated Graphic Port. It provides faster access to a graphics accelerator card so that graphics applications can run faster. Thank you, students.